it's Estelle and welcome back to my channel, Live Your Life Like It's Chocolate. So last night I was sitting in my room here and I was trying to decide what I wanted to talk to you all about today. And then I woke up this morning and I realized I want to talk about forgiveness. You know, people are not perfect. I know I'm not. And I'm a firm believer that when you are friends with somebody, you should care about them, about all of them, their whole being, their good parts, their bad parts, and the parts in between. So, with that being said, let me go into a little bit more detail of what I want to talk about in regards to forgiveness. As you know, a few vlogs ago, a few videos ago, I talked about friend A and friend B. I confided in friend A about two issues or two subjects regarding friend B. Friend A told friend B, and now friend B is mad and angry, as well he should be. I realized afterward that I should not have told her what I confided in. But I didn't do it to intentionally betray anyone or to be gossipy or for anybody to think badly of friend B. That was not my reasons for confiding in her. I was just looking for information. I was looking for guidance, that kind of thing. But I understand that he's upset and mad. I get it. And but I also say that friend B is not perfect. And a couple of years ago, an issue occurred between friend B and I where I was having a conversation with a group of people. Something was said. Two people said something to me, and I agreed with what they said. Friend B found out, became angry because I was discussing a personal issue that, yes, I probably shouldn't have made a comment on. Sometimes I'm thinking of something and it shoots out of my mouth before I have a chance to stop it. So he became angry, didn't speak to me for a few months. Again, understandable. But he eventually did forgive me. And then something happened. This was 2015. And then I come to find out in the early 2016 that he told some of our friends, because he was very angry, and when he gets angry, he, gets mean. And he told some of our friends, can't trust her, don't tell her anything personal, she's not our friend, we shouldn't be friends with her. And then a few months later, he accused me of telling personal things to friend C. I have never told friend C anything personal about him or his life. So he concocted with friend D, let's say, a lie regarding the conversation that I had had the previous months before that when he wasn't speaking to me for a few months. So he concocted a lie that friend D told to friend C to see if it would get back to me. And then he could say, see, I told you, you talked to friend C about me. So when friend C told me about this lie, at first I was going to confront friend B, but then I realized why he did it. And although it did not make it right what he did, but I knew I could not confront him because then he could say, see, you talked to friend C about me. And when friend C told me this lie, of course, she knew it was a lie. She didn't tell me right away. She told me several months later, and it wasn't like she just came out with it. It just came out in general conversation. And we weren't necessarily talking about him, we were talking about other issues going on in our lives. So, but I never confronted him, but I did forgive him. Because as I've stated, forgiveness is not so much about the other person, but it's about you. And I chose to forgive him because he's my best friend, or was, and because of how I feel about him. And like I said, nobody's perfect. I accept him for who and what he is, his good parts and his bad parts, just like I would expect any friend who is a good friend to me would accept me for my good parts and my faults. That's just part of accepting somebody for who they are, plain and simple. So fast forward to, I think, 2016, I then confided in friend A about a separate two issues. And then 2017, friend A told friend B what I confided in her, these two separate issues. Something personal that occurred between friend B and I. And no, we didn't have an affair or any of those issues. No. But it was something personal. And yes, I shouldn't have told her. And I regret it, of course, because I got myself into trouble. I'm no longer his friend, and that hurts me deeply. But I've tried to explain to him, but he was very, very mean and very vile with me when he was confronting me. And he didn't confront me face to face or via the phone. It was just simply with text message. But still very mean and very vile, very nasty. And when I was nasty back, I said, I'm going to give him a taste of his own medicine. He called me an angry woman with a nasty disposition. And I busted out laughing when I read that, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm giving you a taste of what you give me, but yet I'm the angry one. Okay, whatever. So this has affected me all year. It's affected me. I've been sad. I cry. I felt guilty. And I realized, no wonder why my friends that I know with him have chosen to separate themselves from me. They've flushed me out. They're separating themselves. They don't want anything to do with me anymore. And I'm like, I told friend C, no wonder why people don't want anything to do with me. Come to find out, now he's telling people that I make up things and that I'm crazy. And it's taken me a long time to get to the point I am today. And I know that friend B is never going to forgive me. Maybe one day he will. But because we're no longer friends, I'm never going to know if he does. It hurt me deeply to think that he hates me, especially since I love him so much. I'm so in love with him. I can't even tell you. And I wish that he could see in me what I see in him. Like I said, I accept him. No judgments for his good, his bad. You know, when he gets mad, that's not a very good trait. I mean, it's not like he gets violent or he like yells and goes, ah. He's not like that. But he's mean with his words and vile with his words. And that's a bad quality, at least in my opinion. But anyway. So it's been sad for me that but I understand why he has to tell people the lie and tell people that I make up things, because he can't afford to have the truth come out about this particular issue. Because if it does, it'll cause a lot of problems in his life. So I know that I'm sorry, I keep messing with my glasses. I do that every video. So I know that I'm never going to get an apology from him. He's never been accountable for the lie that he told about me, or the nasty comments he has said to friends that made them distance themselves from me. I mean, my friends stopped talking to me, emailing me, texting me, calling me, inviting me out to things. They just totally tried to shut me out. And it hurt me deeply because I care about these people very much. And we've had some great memories and some great times together, including with friend B. Some great times. He is a really good person. He really has some great qualities. He really truly does. I know it probably doesn't seem like it, but he does. I wouldn't be in love with him if I didn't think so. So because he's never taken accountability for his betrayal, and that's what I call it, and I've apologized for what I did, and I know that he's never going to apologize or forgive me for this indiscretion. So I have chosen to forgive myself. You know, I'm all about, there I go again. I'm all about, in this new phase of my life, like I've said in previous videos, that I want to lead a very happy life and a positive life. You know, it's all about the law of attraction. And for those that don't know what the law of attraction is, it's pretty much if you put positive words out there, positive vibes out there into the universe, then that positivity from the universe is going to come back to you. Just like if you just have a negative, you know, or if your whole day is just negative, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm too fat, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, you know, whatever your negative thoughts are, or feelings are, or actions are, then the negativity from the universe is going to flow back in also. And your whole life is just going to be one big negative. So that's why I'm trying to be as positive in my life as possible. So I chose this positive life. So because I don't want to hold a grudge against him, I don't want to be sad, I don't want to, you know, he's been making me feel like I'm a villain. And I don't want to feel like that anymore. I just don't. So last night I chose to forgive him. I chose to put all of that in the past. And I said, I'm not a villain anymore. I know I'm a good person. I know I'm kind, caring, loyal. And yes, when I care about you as much as I care about him, I'm loyal to a fault. I'm generous. I've got a kick-ass sense of humor. I'm cute and perky. And I know all that about me. And nobody is going to take that away from me just because you're mad about something. So last night I chose to forgive him. Not for him. Like I said, that's for me. I don't want to hold any grudges. I don't want any of that negativity flowing in, flowing out, so that negativity flows back in. I just want to flow out. I just want to put out into the universe all positive words, vibes, everything positive. So positivity will keep flowing back in. And this morning, I woke up and I felt so great. I felt calm. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I feel at peace. And I'm happy about that. The other thing is you gotta put all that in the past, because that's where it needs to go, in the past. That's a part of your life that no longer exists. So from today on out, I have to start fresh as far as knowing and believing that I am this good person. The hardest part for me for right now is getting over my feelings for him. That's going to be difficult, but I'm not going to have any ill will toward him. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. I'm not going to do any of those things, because that's not me. And that's not the positive life. Those ill will, those ill words, those whatever, even gossiping about somebody or lying about them is putting negativity out into the universe. And negativity will flow back in, and that's not what I want. So I feel great today, and I can't wait for tomorrow to feel just as great today as I will tomorrow and every day forward. I know that in the future, I'm going to have great friends in my life, no matter who they are. Even if some of my old friends decide to come back into my life. They're great people. They really are good people. And maybe one day, but if not, then that's okay too, because I know in the future I'm going to make great friends. I have great friends still in my life. And that's a blessing to me. And I have a great family, and that's also a blessing. So anyway, so that's my vlog for today. As you get older, learn to forgive. Not so much for the other person, but for yourself. Life is too short to hold grudges. Life is too short to be mad all the time. I always used to say to my friend B, on his birthday, I would always get him a card and write a little something in there for him, because he does have issues in his life that affect his happiness. And every year, and he's like a lot of other people, that we're not sure about ourselves. We may have self-esteem issues, we're self-confidence issues. And I always would tell him on his birthday, and a lot of other times too, but on his birthday, that you are a good person. You are a good man. And I wish nothing for you but love, happiness, and joy in your life, because that is what you deserve to have. And so I'm wishing for myself today, even though it's not my birthday, but it doesn't matter. I know I'm a good person, and I deserve love, happiness, and joy in my life every day, because of the good, kind, caring, loyal person that I am. And I'm going to go with that. And there's nothing wrong with tooting your own horn every once in a while. It should be done more often for people. Anyway, that's my vlog for the day. And I hope that you will click on the like and the share button and the subscribe button. And if you share it, I hope that you will share it if you found this helpful for you, or maybe somebody else might need it. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.